Now, with the recent showcasings of the manga of Fairy Tail being the chapter 478, we've been revealed recently that there might be a means to actually defeat Zeref according to Mavis Vermilion. Now, today's discussion is going to be talking about what exactly is the technique that is needed to take down Zeref. Now, I've touched on this topic a few times before, but to see like what exactly went down from this chapter, to see like what actually gave Mavis a clue or a hint to actually take down, that is the man, that is the immortal man known as Zeref. And I'm gonna get the first one out of the way. No, it is not Lucy's breast. I mean, as lovely and as round as that hourglass sticker is, and boy, trust me, I've been looking at that hourglass sticker for many a chapter. I can definitely tell you, if like Zeref like died, like or like got destroyed because of the Lucy just flying figure, oh dear God, I'd lose it. I mean, Fairy Tail can be very stupid at times, but it isn't that stupid. And just to say the fact, oh, like, what's fucking Mavis? He wanted a bit of that Mavis booty. He wanted a bit of the lonely butt. That's all that he wanted right there. He loved his girl Mavis, and that was the only one for him. If he fell for that, I'd piss myself. So what were the other things that were shown in this chapter that could give us a hint into defeating Zeref? Because for the longest time, the theory that was like, Gray is going to have a big impact into this, and also as well the Natsu E&D form, which I still think is going to be something that's going to be included into the fight. With Gray, like, the amount of extent of this power, we haven't seen like the exact maximum power of an Ice Devil Slayer. Whether or not like it would be exactly the same, like something like a Dragon Slayer, where maybe they had the potential to actually become a dragon, and the dragons like were just there to resist it. With something like an Ice Devil Slayer, like if it's being taught by something like that, could that actually happen as well? Could you actually have an Ice Devil Slayer like transform into it? Like, so would we see like Gray like absorbing some energy? Because if that's the case, he could absorb some energy like that and actually transform into something. And even still, Gray was not mentioned in the latest chapter at all. No Ice Devil Slayer, none of the things that we've seen so far from Gray's power level has been anything at all to showcase that he's anywhere near or has anything really up his sleeve to even take down Zeref. And before you guys even mention anything about the Ice Shell, remember that the Ice Shell was there to trap Deliora. Deliora being some of the powerful demons that Zeref made in the Book of Zeref. Considering that we've got against people on that caliber of Tyrus, which I'd say like Deliora was pretty much on the power level of Tyrus, I would say. I couldn't see Gray like really doing any kind of damage at all, and I still think he's going to have a conflict with Natsu with the whole E&D reveal. That will probably happen sometime soon. What was the big staple of the last chapter that we managed to see? It was Lucy and Natsu. The first thing that probably a lot of people are going to assume is like, oh, it must be the love. It must be like the true bond that the two had between each other. This might do something to Zeref's Ankuserum curse. This might throw him off saying like, oh, his brother gets to be happy, he gets to be with so and so, why can't he have this? And this might cause his powers to fluctuate and go insane. That's one of the many theories that's been going on right now, that this could actually cause, in a way, jealousy of Zeref, and this might cause the curse crazy because no, he wants to love his brother, but then at the same time you start hating him because he's got a happy life, seeing that he's been able to with the woman he's loved, seeing that he's able to have travels, to see how his adventures, friends, he's able to have all these things that Zeref was never able to have during this entire time. Throughout the entire near 500 chapters that we've gone through of the Fairy Tail journey, Zeref has never really been able to experience any kind of those situations apart from that one time that Mavis gave him kindness with the imagination magic in Fairy Tail Zero. It's a very depressing story, and I think that while that one, although it's a possible theory, I think it's a little bit cliched in a way, although Fairy Tail is just that magical fun adventure. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually one of the potential possibilities that we could have for an ending. I really kind of hope that isn't the case for it, because I know a lot of people and all that like don't think with like a lot of Fairy Tail, like people that will read a lot of other shonen magazines and read other battle series and animes, they like a lot more of the strategical fight and some stuff uniqueness to it. And here's the more unique battle version that we brought in. Now, about a couple months ago, I did say that Lucy was the key to actually defeating Zeref, and I still believe in her case that she is important to this. We've seen already what she can do kind of with the star dress, like this is maybe kind of like a minor form that she's actually had. This is a big upgrade in her opinion. Like seeing how she's actually able to take on a Spriggan 12 alongside Natsu, which is pretty goddamn impressive. Normally she was just there on the side, summoning her keys, and her being able to do this side by side, even just using Leo's power with the Regulus, is pretty goddamn impressive. However though, we still have to look at the theory that the fact that she could still use the whole dimensional power, like that using the whole celestial spirits itself is basically space magic in a way, and this could be a way, like maybe if they can't destroy Zeref, the people have always looked around, like, we have no idea how to destroy Zeref, and the whole point of the eclipse is like, we can go to a time where we can destroy Acnologia, we can go to a time before Zeref got his immortality. However though, people have never really looked at the situation about what happens if we try and seal Zeref, and people would start going, well, what about Gray's ice shell? Isn't that a great opportunity? But no one really looks at Lucy as you could actually seal this fucker in the celestial spirit world. As far as we see from Zeref, he think that he needed to have the required help, seeing how he had to actually have a request a help from Anna Heartfilia, one of the original Heartfilias itself. It just shows right there that he does not have any experience at all in celestial spirit magic, and that's why he asked Anna Heartfilia for help in the first place. I mean, honestly, if he knew any of this magic in the first place, or was even a master of it, he would not have asked Anna at all for his help to deal with the Eclipse Plan to send, like, his brother into the future so he's able to train himself as a Fire Dragon Slayer, alongside with the other Dragon Slayers. But we can assume that he would not be able to know too much of the extent. He knows already about the Celestial Spirit King, he knows about all the Celestial Spirit's powers, I'm pretty goddamn sure he knows of that. But if there's a point in the Celestial Spirit world that we don't know of, that there's somewhere that you can actually like close him off into a different part of the dimension, that would be actually kind of the best way to do it. It's like, let's not kill Zeref, we will seal him instead. In a way, like looking at it like kind of like Emperor Zod. If anyone's seen like Superman, like you can kind of think of it that way. It's like, let's seal him in a different dimension. Let's put this in it. When it happens with like villains and sometimes even characters, when sometimes like, they get like too strong for themselves, then you gotta seal them off. And that could be a way where it's like, holy shit, that's the only way we can actually even do it. Think of it as like in Naruto or like Madara at the point at the start of it when we got First Lightning. He was too goddamn strong that like we just had to seal him, and then sealing wasn't an option. So it makes me wonder if Zeref in fact loses control, like could he actually break through? Could he do like some Super Boo kind of ability that breaks through the dimension and he's able to retreat? But I still think that this is why Lucy is a big important part to this. And also as well, maybe Natsu is that key to weaken him. Maybe the start of their bond could be the thing that weakens Zeref a little bit to make him go nuts. And maybe Natsu going into that END form, or even going into a dragon itself alongside with Acnologia. Even like with the two, that might be a little bit mixed in, like Acnologia wants to kill everything. Maybe that at that point they might actually just at that time like go for a final attack just to take down Acnologia, and we could see that the final villain of the series could actually be Acnologia himself. It could be the other way around, where they decide to take Acnologia out first and then finish off Zeref and seal him. This happened in a many few times series as well. If you look at JoJo Part 2, even the last villain of that they couldn't even beat. They had to send him to space. Like something like this could work, I feel. Overall, that doesn't matter if it's my opinion or not. I'm curious to see what you guys think in the comment section down below about the whole way to defeat Zeref. Do you think anything I said is actually the way to beat Zeref? Do you think it's actually the bond between Natsu and Lucy that is the thing that's going to weaken Zeref in the first place? Do you think it's going to be Lucy's Celestial Spirit that can actually even seal it? Do you think something like the Ice Shell could even do it? Although I have very high doubts that the Ice Shell could even do anything to Zeref at all. Do you think Lucy using her Celestial Spirit magic, being able maybe somehow to actually take Celestial Spirit world at all and seal him in a special place where it won't harm the Celestial Spirits, and at the same time do something? We could actually see the Celestial Spirit King come out, maybe if like she's willing to sacrifice another key or someone else, or maybe even giving up at being a Celestial Spirit mage in general and saying this is what you got to do. Like the Celestial Spirit King comes out, maybe he dies because of this situation, trying to drag out Zeref. Whether though he's going to do it in a sealed part of the Celestial Spirit world where none of the other spirits will be harmed by Zeref. Overall, it's my opinion and some of my little theories that I've been having in the comment section down below, combining it with some other guys, combining it with other people's thoughts and theories like as well. I feel like this is kind of my own hybrid theory on the matter. Question is though, what do you guys think though? I'm spewing bullshit out of my mouth. Curious to see in the comments section down below what you guys come up with. Savagezweipanda, and if you love Fairy Tail as much as I do, then how about you hit that like, subscribe, and check out some of my other videos as well. I'll link down below, or maybe in the annotations, some of the other discussions and theories that I've done once before. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.